Hi guys, I'm Samya.
And I'm Rohan, and we are
Back with us after a slight interruption, and we're going to start from the scratch again. And we are reviewing Suicide Squad and Jason Bourne, and we are going to start with Suicide Squad this time, like the last time.
So,
So how is it?
Suicide Squad is again. Let's build it up. So let's talk about the cool trailers, how they excited us. Then let's talk about the bad reviews,
How they
worried us,
Oh.
and then we'll talk about finally watching the movie
and how we feel about it.
and how we feel about it. So the trailers were awesome, the reviews were bad, and the movie's kind of in the middle.
Okay.
A lot
I'm not
of
happy with that, but let's.
Yeah. So the movie isn't as good as the trailers have been promising us. A lot of it is just the first half, especially, is really, really oddly put together. It's messy, jumbled. The scenes don't flow. You would
Is
think
it all
that
about preparing for something?
it is for
coming
one
together
for one
something?
hour. It's basically like, oh, here are our members. This is Harley.
This member, this is awesome. This member,
this is
awesome.
and mostly they focus just on. I mean, you can tell, right? Will Smith is in the movie and Margot Robbie is in the movie. They're not gonna like focus on anyone else.
El Diablo.
Yeah, Will Smith is the star of this movie, and Margot Robbie kind of steals the show. But yeah, they focus mostly on them. For the first hour is basically like, okay, so he's Deadshot, she's Harley, this is Rick Flag.
Because we've never seen these characters before.
Yeah.
Many
So-
people have not even read about, except for Harley Quinn. So they need to maybe build up, but that gets boring.
It doesn't get boring. It's just very, very weirdly put together. So it's very repetitive. So you kind of are introduced to these characters like 3 or 4 times, and you're told the basic idea of forming the Suicide Squad like 3 or 4 times. The scenes are very weird. They keep going back and forth in time. So Harley Quinn's relationship with Joker is kind of just thrown out there right at the beginning. You would think that they're going to build up the Joker, right, and show him kind of later on and talk about him first before showing him.
As a
No.
story, why would you need to know about their
You
relationship?
see Joker before anything is ever mentioned about him.
Okay.
We are talking about Suicide Squad. If you have any questions, you
Right
can-
now we're talking about Suicide Squad. We'll also talk about Jason Bourne. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section, and we will answer them.
So let's talk about.
But the second half, what
The second half is much better. As I was saying, what they have isn't great, but how they go about it is kind of fine. So this is basically a Marvel movie. We can't lie about this, hide this fact.
They are trying really hard to be a Marvel movie.
Copy Marvel. This is basically they have sequences, plot. So basically, Marvel movies, in the Marvel movies, they're after Infinity Stones, right? Those stones in every movie that they get, and then make the gauntlet, and Thanos wants that, and all that. Here, it's these boxes. They're called mother boxes. That's what everyone's after. In this movie, the villain we don't know anything about.
Not even in trailers. No mention.
There
no
hasn't been, and there's a reason for that because the villain is basically non-existent. It's horrible villain. Preeti wants to know, is it worth a watch in a nutshell? If you're a fan and you're even slightly intrigued about Suicide Squad, yes, it's worth a watch. If you don't care, then you might as well skip it.
It's nothing. You won't miss out anything.
You wouldn't miss out on anything, but if you're
Anything
even
great.
slightly interested, you should watch it, and maybe you'll like it more than anyone else has liked it.
After Deadpool, this was supposed to.
This is supposed to be the
Bring
Guardians
back-
of the Galaxy for DC. And it's kind of funny intermittently. It's
The
action.
critics are lashing about and saying that it's as bad as Batman v Superman.
It's not as bad as Batman vs Superman because that movie was special kinds of horrible. This one is much better.
God spare us from the wrath of the
at least
fanboys.
for the second half, it's much better. And we are fanboys too, fangirls and fanboys. So let's talk about it. Like
We want to like these movies. It's not like that we have put it
we've
in
been
our heart
looking
that-
forward to these
Yeah.
movies for.
For
I've been
ever
looking
since the
forward to
first
these movies
trailer.
for years, and
Yeah,
for it
me
to
as
be not great is disappointing.
disappointing. It's not like
And
we are here.
Suicide
to
Squad
hate.
is not only is it not great, it's not good. It's fine, but a lot of it is possible.
It should have been great after
It should
all
have been
this
great.
hype and all this in time that has been invested into it. So the second biggest question I have and everyone has, how about the Joker?
the Joker. Without comparing this Joker to any other Joker, or without comparing Jared Leto to Heath Ledger, we can talk about it isolated. His Joker is a combination of all the Jokers that have come before. So Jack Nicholson, Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger, even Cesar Romero from the horrible that 60s TV show. They're all combined, and Jared Leto kind of does this very, very, very creepy version of the Joker.
It's not the good kind of creepy.
It's a good kind of creepy.
That's a good kind. Thank God. I had
The
really
only-
high hopes from
The
Jared
only problem about Jared Leto and his Joker is, and I can't talk about this without spoiling it. So if you're scared about even the slightest spoiler, do this
Leto. For like 5 seconds.
for like 5
10
seconds.
seconds.
Jared Leto, spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're going to spoil.
Jared Leto's Joker is not in it too much. I won't say how much, but then he's a very peripheral background character who keeps coming in and out, and you kind of hear more about him than he is actually shown. But
in-
the little that he is in there is the best part about the movie. His relationship to Harley Quinn is amazing. If you're fans of the original animated series, you're going to love this.
That
We
makes me
have
happier.
questions. Let's talk about the questions. Is it worth watching in IMAX and 3D? Ash King wants to know. Yes, it's a very big bombastic action movie. It's got lots of special effects. It's got basically one action scene that's extended over 1 hour. So it's going to be good in IMAX. Even Jason Bourne, actually, I watched in IMAX, which is pretty good in IMAX. So yeah, watch it in IMAX. More questions.
So if you guys have any questions about Jason Bourne now, you can start asking.
Preeti is, again, she's saying the trailers were just too promising. I think that's...
I know, Preeti, I
We
dig
agree
you.
with you 100%. Because I think this, like Mad Max, you remember when Mad Max trailers came out? So George Miller, the director, his first reaction was, I hope the movies are good. But luckily for Mad Max, the movie
Was good.
This one isn't. So I think they were backpedaling from the minute the first trailer came out. They knew they didn't have the movie.
Now the same thing is happening with Wonder Woman and Justice League. I'm really hopeful after watching these
Neeraj
Comic-Con
Pandey
trailers.
just saw Suicide Squad. He's saying it's a great movie and go for it.
Okay, Neeraj.
Awesome that you liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it too. I just wasn't that
Yeah.
crazy about it because maybe I was expecting too much. But then if you are a fan, like I said, if you're a fan and if you're interested even
Maybe
slightly,
if Neeraj liked it, you like
you'll like
too?
it.
Jason Bourne? No?
Should we? Oh, so I rated this movie 3.
Yeah, the rating.
Uh,
Suicide Squad got 3 out of 5. If you want to read the full review, you can also visit our website, hindustantimes.com, and check out his entire review there. So now to Jason Bourne.
Let's move on to Jason Bourne. If you have any Jason Bourne questions, we can. Again, it's a good week for movies because we got Suicide Squad and Jason Bourne, but it's also a bad week because both of them were kind of underwhelming.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Jason Bourne,
5th in the series.
fifth in the
Was
series.
there a need for it in the first place?
Like at
It
least
was
I
a perfect trilogy.
I don't think there was a need for it, but then we all know that there are fans of Jason Bourne out there who kind of really, really wanted Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass to come back.
Come back.
And they have come back. After Jeremy Renner kind of ruined it for one movie. Matt Damon is back, Paul Greengrass is back. This was supposed to be the big return. They kept saying, no, never again. We are done with Jason Bourne. And they were right.
This should have been done with Jason Bourne.
Ultimatum had the perfect end for the trilogy. But now they're back and they don't have a story. So
And now
basically, they've created some weird background story for Jason Bourne, which we kind of know all about now. He knows who he is. He's found out all the mysteries. But suddenly he has a dad. Jason Bourne has a dad now who suddenly appears in a flashback, and suddenly Jason Bourne wants to go back and find out who his
It's
dad
like
was.
Finding Dory.
Yeah. So Adarsh Srivastav has a question. He has a question about
Suicide
Squad. Does Jared Leto justify the
Squad.
morbid and diabolical ways of the Joker? Also, what's your take on the direction? Good question. So Jared Leto, he justifies. You heard those weird stories about him sending
Dead rats and used.
live rats and used condoms.
Yeah.
He's sending weird presents to
Why?
his
Method
castmates.
acting for all I know.
And Will Smith even said that he hasn't met Jared Leto for the entire shoot because he was in character all the time.
And Viola Davis was so scared of him, she couldn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
on
So
set.
Jared Leto is scary. Like, it scared me to watch him.
Jared
Like,
Leto in real
Ledger's-
life was also very scary.
He's an intense guy, right? So Ledger's Joker was deranged.
Hmm.
This guy is scary. Like, you believe he'll just murder anyone. He can, and his, like I said, his relationship to Harley is the best part about this movie. And just for that, you should watch it.
Heath Ledger's Joker also sounded very intelligent. This one sounds
He's a
scary.
gangster. So coming to the direction part of your question, David Ayer is known for his gangster movies. You know, Los Angeles gangster movies. Jared Leto is a gangster in this movie. He has a grill. He wears tattoos. He in one scene he kind of talks to Common. You know, Common the actor. That guy. So he kind of scares him so badly that even a guy as intimidating as Common is like scared of Joker.
Maybe he was in reality.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was because Leto is going crazy with this role. And like I said, he's not in it that much, but
But maybe this makes you want to have more Joker.
and there is going to be more Joker. I hope in Affleck's
Maybe this
Batman.
was just supposed to be a an introduction to Joker.
And direction, like I said, David Ayer it's a David Ayer movie for like half of it. The rest half is kind of a Zack Snyder movie, which depending on your interests, you might like or not. We have more questions about Bourne Legacy. Rohit wants to know: is it a bad time?
No, he
Is
had
it
a
a
bad
bad
time.
legacy? How do you compare Jeremy Renner with Matt Damon? There is no comparison, I think.
Jeremy Renner, no.
So
Are you
talking
going to
about
compare this movie and the fourth movie, or the three entire the original trilogy with Jeremy Renner?
in any
It's
way that you
way.
compare, you can compare three movies to one movie. You can compare Legacy to
The
the
last
trilogy.
two.
You can compare Damon to Renner. The winner is always going to be Matt
Matt
Damon
Damon.
because he is Jason Bourne, like this movie reminds us.
Mm.
And let's skip to Jason Bourne now.
And you also told me, you also wrote in your review that the movie seems very fascinated with Jason Bourne himself to be doing anything.
It is
else.
because they don't have anything else to do. They basically just create this weird backstory and send him on a mission again. There is a very, very important character who we
thought we had said goodbye to.
Yeah, and Jason Bourne is basically doing this. It's the same. You remember all those cool things about Jason Bourne: the action, the fist fights, the shaky, cam, and the car chases, the Moscow one from Supremacy. Everything is back, just worse. So it's if you're fans of
They
Jason
do
Bourne,
the same thing again and again, but every time we would just accept it. But this time it's not working.
I keep looking forward to Moby's song in every Jason Bourne movie, and I've sit through it. I watched the credits and everything because that's the best part about Jason Bourne for me. This time, the song is back. But the movie preceding the song is so average that it kind of ruins the song. So Jason Bourne was like a 2.5. Shreyansh wants to know which one should I go for out of the two. You should go for Suicide Squad. But if you're fans, and it's likely that people are fans of both of them, you should watch both of them. How was Suicide Squad compared to Batman vs Superman? Weber wants to know. It was better. But then anything would be better compared to Batman.
We were really, really scarred after
Batman vs
and we
Superman.
wanted to be happy about it. Let's just say it.
It's better, but not that much better. Let's just say that. So if you hate
And
it,
compared
if
to
you,
the director's edition of
it's I think
Batman
it's
vs
equal
Superman.
to the extended director's cut of Batman vs Superman. It's equivalent. So I think if you watch both of them, then DC Universe is in fine shape. But Batman vs Superman, if you didn't like this,
But after where Marvel is right now, can DC really do with just being fine?
see, after Batman, we were throwing all our eggs in the Suicide Squad basket. After this, we have to throw all our eggs in the Wonder Woman basket. The good thing about this is we're not giving up.
Yeah,
We'll just keep waiting for the next movie and keep hoping that it's good.
year after year after year.
So this weekend we have Suicide Squad and Jason Bourne. Suicide Squad was both good and bad.
First half was
It was
not
an
so
average movie because it was good and bad. So those people who want to find good in it will find good in it.
Jared
Those
Leto was
wanting to
good.
hate it will hate it. Jason
Oh,
Bourne.
I also had a question. Was Margot Robbie actually was Harley Quinn really sexualized? Was she not?
Harley
there
Quinn
in
has
the action?
always been that kind of character. She debuted in the animated series. She's always been like that. This is live action. Margot Robbie's playing her, so obviously, what do you expect? It's not gratuitous, but it's there.
It's not in your face like, oh, we have brought her because she's hot.
And her relationship, as I said, to the Joker kind of makes up for everything. That's a really touching story. Preeti wants to know Suicide Squad.
I think she's suggesting
She's-
everyone.
Yeah, maybe she's suggesting. Omkar, which one should I watch first? First, if you're watching both, then whatever ticket you find first. So that's about it.
Read both the reviews on the hindustantimes.com website, and thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. Bye.